According to data released by the Numbeo Analytical and Statistical Center on various crime rates, some Asian cities do not welcome foreigners as they should and perhaps do, and are not safe places for their people. Before watching this movie, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the ring button. And if you would like to support us, like this video. Johor Bahru in the Malaysia. Johor Bahru is the capital of the state of Johor in Malaysia and the second largest city in the country. It is one of the main centers of criminal activity, which is the 10th most dangerous city in Asia in our list. The Chinese newspaper Shinmin Daily News has compiled a list of 10 different crimes as well as dangerous areas of the city, including the Larkin passenger terminal, the occasional pickpockets throughout the city, and the Taman Johor Jaya shopping malls. And Taman Sentosa, where cases of snatch bags have been seen by motorcyclists, and even the residential areas of Taman Petaling Jaya, where car theft has become commonplace. Quezon City in the Philippines. Quezon City is the most populous city in the Philippines and also part of the capital, Manila. Quezon City is one of the most dangerous areas in Asia with the highest crime rate. The city is also more prone to crime than other areas of Manila. Common crimes in the city include the murder of men between the ages of 25 and 50, the murder of unemployed and slum dwellers, and the murder of people arguing in the city's cafes. The highest number of homicides in this city occurs between sunset and midnight. In addition to murder, burglary, rape and burglary are common in Queen City. However, in recent reports, crime rates have dropped significantly by as much as 31%. This is an increase from 27,554 crimes in 2014, with 8,501 fewer crimes in 2015. Manila in the Philippines. Manila, a popular tourist destination, has a relatively high crime rate, with criminals often targeting tourists. In most cases, criminal gangs and sometimes thugs are involved in crime as well as thefts in the city. The abundance of firearms, as well as the lack of proper supervision over them, have created the conditions for an increase in crime in this city. Violence, kidnappings of foreigners, street fights and other violent crimes, usually caused by excessive alcohol consumption, have become commonplace in the city. Tourists planning to travel to Manila should be aware of such dangers. Ulaanbaatar in the Mongolia. Ulaanbaatar is the capital of Mongolia and has a high crime rate. In 2013, the crime rate in Mongolia increased by 15%. This was 19% for Ulaanbaatar. Beating and rape are other crimes that have each increased by 19% and 17%, respectively. Until now, crimes that threatened foreigners in the city included cases such as pickpocketing and theft of property, which generally did not involve any personal conflict. However, fears of the exploitation of Mongolia's natural resources by foreign companies have sparked protests in the country, as well as attacks and physical clashes against foreigners in Ulaanbaatar. Dhaka in the Bangladesh. Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, is another dangerous city in Asia. The city is constantly suffering from criminal attacks, including violence from political and religious movements. Poverty, which has created socio-economic gaps among the city's citizens, as well as high population density, are all reasons for the occurrence of all kinds of crimes in the city. The presence of unarmed police in the city has always led the government to deploy troops and militants in Dhaka to fight major crimes. Major crimes in the city include theft, gang robbery, rape, kidnapping, murder, land grabbing, trafficking in women and children, and illegal use of firearms and drugs. The occurrence of crimes due to poverty and hunger is another problem of this city. Clang in the Malaysian. Clang is a Malaysian city located 32 kilometers west of Kuala Lumpur and 6 kilometers east of Clang Port. There are now a large number of criminal gangs in Clang that operate with various gangs throughout the city. Many of these groups are run by Indians and Chinese living in the city. Due to the economic development and industrial policies adopted in this city, a large number of rubber farm workers were fired, which led to the formation of criminal gangs among the same workers who had lost their jobs. Many of these Indian criminals are said to have worked for the Chinese in the area. Therefore, with the situation that has arisen, the Indians have now started their criminal activities. Gorgon in the India. Gorgon is notorious in India. The number of stolen vehicles and the number of thefts increased from 247 and 11 in December 2014 to 286 and 17 in 2015, respectively. However, it is not the number of crimes that is shocking. Rather, it is the nature and type of crimes that are worth considering. 10 of the robberies that took place in 2015 were committed with firearms, which has caused panic among the residents of the area. The security situation of women in this city is also very deplorable. Despite numerous reports of brutal rape in the city, getting home safely has become a major challenge for Gorgon women. There are many reports of harassment of women on the street and in broad daylight every month. Theft and burglary are also on the rise in Gorgon. Petaling Jaya in the Malaysia. Petaling Jaya is one of the most important cities in Malaysia, located in the state of Selangor. Petaling was originally a small town that was later formally recognized as an independent city in 2006. The city's population density, economic growth and prosperity, and the flood of people scattered in different parts of the city are all among the reasons for attracting criminals to this city. In addition, thefts, car thefts, murders, and brutal criminal warfare have become commonplace in the city. During a seminar organized by Petaling Jaya City Council, it was found that the city has the highest crime rate in the Malaysian state of Singular. Kuala Lumpur in the Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia and is a very populous city. The city receives millions of businessmen and tourists annually. Kuala Lumpur also suffers from high crime rates, making it the second most dangerous city in Asia on our list. There are many crimes in this city that negatively affect the lives of foreigners. Motorcycle and pedestrian robbery on the streets of Kuala Lumpur is very common. The city's taxis are also known as scams, so that sometimes tourists receive more than the usual fare. Pocket theft and theft are rampant on the streets of Kuala Lumpur, where any tourist or local person may fall prey to theft. In addition to these trivial crimes, serious crimes such as physical violence, murder, rape and theft have been reported throughout the city. According to the U.S. State Department, there was a significant increase in crime in 2014 in Kuala Lumpur. These crimes mainly include armed conflict and robbery. Karachi in the Pakistan. Karachi is Pakistan's largest city, largest port and commercial center. Karachi is known for the huge increase in crime in the city. Terrorist groups and various sects are a major threat to the city. Karachi has witnessed many crimes in recent years, including shootings, political violence by governments, and even suicide bombings. The homicide rate in this city is 12.3 out of every 100,000 people. Targeted killings and assassinations while riding motorcycles are among the main reasons why many police, businessmen, political rivals and street protesters were killed in Karachi. Crime in the city has become part of the daily life of the people of Karachi. In 2013, about 2,700 people were killed in the city. A wave of insecurity has swept the city, with the wealthy guarding the front door of their homes, and even bakers and other potential targets in the city being equipped with metal detectors to detect guns and bombs in their shops. Well, we have reached the end of this video. Thank you for being with me so far. I entrust you to God Almighty to say goodbye to another video.